Had an interesting thought this morning. Finished a workout, got up pretty early here. And my wife made me go see this play the other day. It's called The Notebook. A couple patients heard I was going and they kind of giggled. And as we're walking into the play, I realized it was all women around me walking in. And I was one of the few guys walking in. When I got inside, there was a lot of guys, a lot of old guys. And I was kind of tired driving up. We drove up from the office. I left the office a little bit early. I actually fell asleep in the car. Yes, Tammy was driving. And it was early, man. It was like 6 o'clock, and I fell asleep. About an hour drive up to Tampa. I'm watching this play, The Notebook. Now, listen, if you haven't read the book, read the book. Great book. You can be a tough guy and read it. All right, go watch the movie. But we went to watch the play together. And people's perspective was kind of interesting when they heard I was going. But you watch this play, and they went through the stages of the relationship of this young couple, Noah and his girlfriend, and then when they're young, and then kind of, I guess, when she's getting ready to go into college and he goes off to Vietnam. And then when they're older, she's got freaking dementia and doesn't even know who he is, and he's showing up reading to her every day. I kind of realized, fuck, man, like I'm in that like third stage. I mean, not as old, like Tammy doesn't have dementia, none of that shit, but like we're not that young little couple. I'm through college, got gray hair, share stories with people. I could be labeled an influencer. And I had like this thought of like life and where I am in life and even just doing this now and having a backdrop and putting a backdrop on this thing and throw a shirt on. And do you fix your hair? And I'm like, what's the show, man? Like people could put out the prettiness of life, but that's not real life. And when I watched this play and I read the book years ago when I was learning what soulmates were and what love was and got into a little sensitive mode and started researching. This all brought it back around. And there was a couple in front of me sitting that was probably in their 80s, so further ahead of me and Tammy. So we got some more stages to go through, but they don't have like their next stage is they're meeting the maker. Like I'm looking at them thinking, how long they've been married, what shit have they been through? What are they thinking right now watching this? Someone asked me, Steve, did you cry? I did. I admit it. And if you can't sit through something like that and just have life stories going through your head, you're fucked up. You're not living, man. If you're more worried about the perception you give off to other people, trying to be an influencer because you're trying to get follows and likes instead of just living your life with integrity and being proud of who you are and content with who you are. See, I don't care if I got a wrinkle on my forehead right now. I don't care if my hair is all messed up. What I care about is the message that I'm feeling, that I'm expressing in my life. And the only reason I'm putting it on here is maybe to impact one person to help them heal and live better life and my future great grandchildren that I will never meet. That they could someday listen to this and I could teach them something about life to help them build a more blessed, abundant life quicker than I did and avoid having to go through a lot of lessons that they could listen to someone else's story and say, well, shit, when that starts happening to me, if I do this and this, I'm going to plow through that faster and be successful. And that's where we got to look at our gut check in our walk in life is what is success to you? Yes, I've chased money and building wealth and investing and doing all that stuff. And then you wake up and realize it's not all about that, but it certainly does help make life a hell of a lot easier. But a ton of stress comes with that. And yes, I've fallen in love, stayed in love. I've never fallen out of love with my wife because it's not an option. It's just not. When you create a standard for yourself, it's not to say you're not going to have tough times and roadblocks and hurdles and challenges and arguments. And we've had all of it. And I've caused most of the problems in the relationship. I'll admit it. I ain't easy, but being honest with myself and recognizing that has helped it be successful. So on this day, it's May 29th, it's her birthday, and you got to do the proverbial Facebook post and happy birthday. And I do it to reflect on the blessings we've created, the 5 kids, the life we've had, and grateful that her mom, who got pregnant very young, decided to have her, even though she got pregnant, got married, and the dude left her. She carried this baby into this world and raised her by herself until Papu came in and helped. He was a stud. She calls him dad. Greek Papu. God sends you the people you need to be blessed. So find things to be grateful for. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the perfect moment. We just have to be present in the moment and learn from it. And when we start being present, life becomes a hell of a lot better and more abundant for whatever you define that to be. And I will tell you this, define what abundance is for you. How do you define abundance? Write it down. Simplify it into simple words that you can look at every single day. It's on my phone. I look at it every single day to give me something to keep working towards, striving for, working for, and finding my passion to be a better version of myself, to achieve what my innate intelligence has told me I am capable for. I love you. Be blessed. Create your life.